Shalom Finds a Way, written by Brittany Ramirez. Today we're going to get to know a little lamb named Shalom, but before we begin I'd like to talk about another name you may hear in our stories often. Yah or Yahweh. Yah is a special way we say God's real name, just like you might call your dad Daddy instead of his full name. God is like a title, but Yah is more personal and special. His full name in Hebrew is made of 4 letters, YHWH, written as YHWH. Some people say Yahweh, but we like to say Yah, just like in the word Hallelujah, which means praise Yah. Isn't that lovely? Now, children, let's begin our story. Once there was a little sheep named Shalom. She lived in a big green pasture with a flock of fluffy sheep. The grass was soft, the sky was blue, and the sun shone bright. Shalom loved her home, but she didn't always feel like she fit in. Shalom noticed how the other lambs stood taller and stronger. She was a bit smaller, and sometimes she felt lost in the crowd. Why am I not as big as them? Shalom wondered. She tried to stretch up tall, but she stayed little. Shalom's bleat was softer than the others. The other lambs bleated loud and strong. But Shalom's was gentle, like a whisper. The flock didn't always hear her, and that made her feel small inside too. Every day the lambs raced up the hills and jumped over rocks. Shalom tried to keep up, but her little legs couldn't go as fast. "You're too slow, Shalom," the others giggled. So Shalom wandered off to nibble clover by herself. At night, the flock snuggled together under the stars. Shalom stayed on the edge, watching them laugh and play. "Why don't I fit in?" she sighed. Her heart felt heavy, like a rock in the grass. One starry night, Shalom looked up at the sky. The stars twinkled like tiny lights, and she whispered, "Elohim, why am I so small? I feel all alone." The wind rustled gently through the grass, and Shalom felt a quiet nudge in her heart. The next morning, the shepherd came. He wore a kind smile and carried a staff that made Shalom feel safe, and the other lambs kept playing, but the shepherd walked straight to Shalom. The shepherd knelt down and rested his hand on Shalom's head. "Shalom," he said, his voice warm like the sun. "You are set apart for Elohim." Shalom's ears perked up. "Set apart?" she asked. "What does that mean?" The shepherd smiled. "Your size and soft bleat aren't mistakes. They're gifts from Elohim. I have a special job just for you." Shalom blinked. "A job for me?" "Yes, the flock will need you one day. Your soft bleat will lead them, and your small size will guide them. You're not weak, you are his." And in that moment, the lamb began to believe. That afternoon, dark clouds rolled over the pasture. The wind howled and raindrops splashed on the grass. The lambs stopped playing and huddled together, scared. "Where do we go?" they cried. Shalom took a deep breath, and she remembered the shepherd's words. Shalom took a deep breath. Her little legs shook, but she let out her softest bleat. "Follow me," she called. The bigger lamb's loud cries faded in the wind, but Shalom's gentle voice rang clear, and they turned to her. Shalom darted ahead through the storm. Her small size let her spot a sheltered dip by the still waters, hidden from the bigger lamb's frantic eyes. This way, she bleated softly, and the flock followed her little steps through the rain. They reached the still waters just as thunder boomed. The shepherd stood there smiling, the lambs snuggled close, and Shalom's small size let her fit right in the middle, keeping them calm as the storm passed. When the rain stopped, the lambs looked at Shalom. "Shalom, you saved us," they said. "Your soft bleat showed us the way." Shalom smiled, and for the first time she didn't feel like an outcast. She felt needed. The shepherd knelt beside Shalom again. "Well done, little one," he said. "You were set apart to help your flock, and YHWH is proud of you." Shalom's heart danced like a lamb leaping on the hills. For the next day, the lambs didn't giggle at Shalom's size or her bleat. "Play with us, Shalom," they called. She raced with them, her little legs skipping along, her soft bleat mixing with their loud ones. Shalom didn't feel alone anymore. That night, the flock snuggled together again. This time, Shalom wasn't on the edge. She was right in the middle, her small body tucked in tight, feeling warm and safe under the stars. "YHWH," Shalom whispered. "Thank you for making me small. Thank you for setting me apart." Sometimes Shalom still couldn't run as fast as the others. Sometimes she still felt a little small, but she didn't mind. She knew being different was a gift, not a burden. And you, little one, are set apart too. You are made you special, just like Shalom. Your differences are his gifts to help others and shine for him. So when you feel different, look up at the stars, whisper to YHWH and listen. He'll show you that you're never alone. You're set apart for him, his precious lamb forever. When you feel a little different or unsure, open YHWH's word. These special verses will remind you that being set apart is a beautiful gift from him.